today we're continuing the industrial area, which is filling in quite nicely. We've moved the factory a little bit and added a little 2-section area right here. And then back here, we've blocked out a water treatment plant, which we will be making today. And then over here, we have an electrical plant, which we're gonna have to wait a little bit on. These I pulled from my other game, and then I just made them more realistic by adding decals on them for rust and changing materials around. Back here, we're gonna have a little train thing coming out of the mountain. I think maybe an update later on, we might add the train going through the whole map. It's to be determined still, okay? So don't get your hopes up too high. Anyways, today, the water treatment plant, we have a very nice block out. All of these will have water in them, as well as all of these. And then we'll do a little hut slash house thing for decoration, I guess. Now, overall, all of this is pretty easy. We're gonna duplicate our circle, or cylinder, bring this up. We'll put that about right here, drag it down. We could delete these ones as well. Now we're going to duplicate this again and move it down. Grab the top one, model, negate, grab the outer one, union. There we go. Now let's bring this in just a little bit like this, and let's fully make this one, and then we can just copy and paste it in the other two spots. All right, so after looking up some more reference photos, it seems they're not actually as tall as I thought they were. Most of them are actually in the ground, maybe sticking up a few feet, and yeah, that's a little bit of a change here. So let's go ahead and thankfully we can now squish unions. These are going to be quite a bit smaller, maybe about here. Then we're going to have the same thing on the inside. I'm just going to grab this one, duplicate it, and drag it in like so. Stretch that to the bottom as well. And this inner part will, of course, be water. So let's just duplicate this stuff. Let's get 3 of them placed down as evenly as possible, of course. Let's go about right here. And then this one, let's put sort of in the middle of those two. Something like that. And now we're going to do part 2 terrain and make that water. Let's see if we're good. It does not really like cylinders, does it? That is kind of tough. Okay, so we are going to do sort of a artificial water, I think. Let's just grab these. Now, do these have dirty water in them, or are these the clean water? I would assume dirty, and then dirty, clean. I think. So let's go sort of a brownish color, and then let's make it, we could try marble. Oh, wait, let's do foil, and then transparency up a little bit. Something like this. Now we're going to duplicate them, drag them all down just a bit. Their transparency, none. And then I wonder if we made this neon underneath. You know what? For now, I actually think that works. Now I guess we could sort of darken these up. Let's darken the insides, make those into this really dark gray, and use part color. We probably need to turn those into concrete as well. There we go. And the outsides, I think we're going to keep pretty light, actually. So 1 shade lighter, use part color, and once again, turn that into concrete. Yeah, I think that looks all right. I do know we need the little thing that goes in there, though. So let's grab a part, grab the center of this, origin position, paste our position, and we will just put that sort of on half of it. Just like this. Should it stretch the whole way? Nah, probably just half. And a little bit thicker, we'll do something like that. And for the color, I don't know. I think we're gonna keep it pretty light. We need to bring it up more. Maybe a little thinner, and let's actually go a little darker than that. I think right there's looking pretty good. Now we're just gonna copy, put one over here, and put one over here. And we have to grab the origin positions once again and throw them into these objects. I do want to say one thing, guys. A lot of you have been getting inspired by this, which is pretty cool. Oh, I guess that's not actually gonna work. Anyways, a lot of you guys have been getting inspired to do your own big builds because of this series, which I think is super cool. And I'm excited to see what y'all come up with as well. And I think what this channel needs to be, sort of exactly how I started the channel, is just making a game, but doing it as a series and not rushing it. For a while, I started rushing my projects, and that's why they weren't turning out too good, to say the least. But here is those, and now we need water inside of these. All right, so I made those 4 little squares into water, which looks pretty good. Now this I'm trying to kind of work on. I don't think there's a way to change watercolor in different areas of the map. So I feel like once I change watercolor, it changes all of the watercolor, and you know, that's probably not exactly the best. So let's put this like this and try a couple different things. Ice. That gives a little bit, but you can see the grass under it. So maybe I'll just leave clean water on this side and dirty water on this side. I think that'll work fine. Now this building right here, I don't overly have an idea for. Like, I just knew there needed to be some sort of building so it didn't look ridiculous. My movement has been off. I will be forever cursed. All right, let's delete this part and just duplicate this one again. We'll put this about here. I know I want it to be be an L-shaped building for sure. Maybe? I don't know if we should do like brick or what. So let's do a very simple building for now. I'm gonna duplicate both of these, turn on our building tools, and let's drag these down quite a bit to about here. Now out this way. Let's see, what color brick though? Maybe something like that. I want it to have a cleaner aesthetic than like the abandoned factory. So maybe something like this will work. I'm gonna duplicate these and put them on the top, and it will give us an easy roof. We will need to shrink that for sure. Now we'll do this as a very easy little thing. We're gonna duplicate these, then negate them, grab these ones in union, and then the reason I duplicated them is just so I could drag these down and they'll fit perfectly in the spot. And then quite a bit darker, and now we have a basic building. I know I'm probably gonna need like pipes and all that stuff, so I'll need to look up more references. Once I get this building sort of done, then we'll start adding detail to all of this stuff. But I also know I can't go overboard with the detail in every area, especially if the area is not too important. I'm gonna add some decoration to this building, maybe a little parking lot. In fact, for the parking lot, I'm just gonna paint it on so we don't have to use a part. All right, I don't know why our concrete is such a dark color. It must be for the mountains. But yeah, that doesn't really look too great for me. Let's try asphalt. Yeah, that's better. Not too shabby. All right, guys, so I've added a bit of detail to the building, just windows, a door, and I've added pipes all around this place, a lot on the back, then some connecting these water supplies to each other, and then one over here, because hey, why not? Felt like it would fit nice. In fact, I think I would have put one more, like over this way. Yeah, right over here. I think that'd look pretty cool. And honestly, I think the water treatment plant, we might change some things later if I find a better way to do certain things, like display dirty water in these, because I don't overly love it, but it's also not the worst, so it's gonna be kind of okay. And then also, I think I want to move this. Let's rotate it, and we can have all of these facing a different way. But for now, this is what we have, and I think it's pretty cool, guys. Check it out from like this angle. It's a whole water treatment plant. We maybe should add little parking lines right here, but it's not really that big. So for now, we're gonna keep it like this. Let's paint on, I wish there was like a pebbles. Let's see what pavement looks like. I mean, I'm not mad at it. It gives a bit of a different look. So for now, we're gonna do pavement. Yeah, I'm genuinely not mad at that actually. It doesn't look too bad. Put it over here as well. And this is just more ways to break up the grass because we don't want everything to look the same. So I'm trying to make each area have a little bit different of a feel. All right, now guys, I do think that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.